Hello, it is Wednesday. I've gotten so much editing done the last couple of weeks. I feel super amped about that. We got a new TV yesterday, which I'm so excited about. My parents got this TV. Excuse me. My parents got this TV and I was like drooling over it. We got a new TV and then like a few weeks later they got a new one and I loved theirs. So we got the updated model of theirs. We're gonna get it mounted in 2 days. I cannot wait. It's gonna look nice. We got all the TVs mounted in the house. It makes such a difference. If you're on the fence of whether or not to mount your TV, do it. It opened up the room, and for some reason the mixture of having our king size bed now and having our TV mounted, just like, it truly feels like we're at a resort. It's really nice. So if you're on the fence, do it. Hello. So I am hoping and praying that my son did not ruin my camera. Earlier today, I had my camera like just sitting on top of my counter and he pushed it into the sink and I had the viewfinder up. I don't think I had the lens out, but he just like was playing and he got it knocked into the sink. So hoping everything's okay. But I wanted to take this moment to talk with you guys. I've been having to do a lot of like self-reflection and just trying to see, okay, what's my end game? Where am I going? What are we doing? And I was editing a vlog, and in that vlog I had bits and pieces where I was talking about how I was gonna put my all into YouTube and I didn't. And so the reason why I'm sharing this now is because it was months and months and months ago. And I just think about it and I'm like, what if I actually had done that? How much further along would I be in my journey? It got me thinking like, okay, how many times have you done this to yourself? Is this chocolate in my bed? That better be chocolate and not poop. And I sit there and I think about it and I'm like, how many times have I done this to myself? Have I said, I'm gonna go all in, and then I don't? And then I have to think back on it, like how far could I be? Like, think if I actually put my fears aside and I went for it, like think where I could have been the last 14 years. You know, it takes so many people like a year and then they succeed and they just do really well. And I get it, like everyone's different, so we all have a different journey. I feel like my journey, I feel like the time that it has taken for me to grow up and grow into my own, I think there's a reason why it's taking me a longer time than maybe some other people to grow my channel. I feel like there's a reason and there's a story, and instead of being sad about it, I just want to embrace it and be like, okay, this was your story, this was your journey. I truly believe that everything is meant to be and everything happens for a reason, and I truly believe that I wasn't meant to succeed then. I wasn't meant to put my all into my career then. So that being said, I just feel like such a strong tug in my heart to finally invest in myself and invest in really what I want to do. And it's been my YouTube channel, it's been my brand. I've talked about it so many times and I sound like a broken record and I know that, but I'm gonna mark this now. It is April, I may not know the date, okay, what is it, April 13th. I'm gonna mark it so you can see how long it took me to catch all the way up. I am working on November, I don't know, it's like November 24th. I am going to bust my butt to get these vlogs updated so I can start giving you guys good content that means something to me now and that attracts the audience that I want, because I feel like right now I'm obviously not giving you the content that I really want to give on this channel. So anyways, that being said, I'm really excited to just put my fears aside. I have wasted, and I'm sitting here and I look at Instagram and I don't get envious of other people. It's just not, it's not in me. I've never been a very envious person. I've always been the kind where if I see someone else have something that I want, I've always known I can have that too, but I have to work for it. And I don't know why I have that type of mindset, because I know that's something that a lot of people like strive to have. I've just always had it. That's not like me like trying to brag about it. That's like me being genuine with you, that I have just never, like, I'll talk to some friends and they'll be like, oh man, they suck because they have this, and I've never felt like anybody was better than me. I've never felt like anyone was more qualified or more deserving of something that I wanted. I've never felt like they're more deserving or they it's something I can't attain or achieve in my life. Like, I don't know why. I guess I think that the best way I can put it is that I have like such a dreamer mindset, and I just feel like the entire world you could have if you worked for it, but it does obviously take work. And so that's what my channel is lacking. The time, the consistency, the work, I have the drive. I know I have the drive, but I need to start. If I need the help, I need the help. If I want to stay up until 2 a.m. editing, I need to stay up until 2 a.m. editing. I have to get this done for myself. I've told you about this, like in the past, my biggest issue has always been, well, what if I fail? Or what if people make fun of me? Or what if, you know, it was always just what if people make fun of me, and then it was like what if people find out I have my channel and then they make fun of me and then I fail at the channel. That's like always been my mindset, and it's so sad to say that, but that's the truth. So I've been yawning a ton, I'm sorry. This is like a really weird time to like update you guys, but I am gonna make this a thing. Like, what else is weird is like vlogging has become like foreign to me lately. Like, it feels weird holding the camera. And the other thing I was noticing is I was watching my Instagram stories that I posted today, because sometimes I'll go through and just be like, oh, what did I even post? What did I even do today? So I'll rewatch my Instagram stories and I like go through them, and literally all I can say is nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares. And that is such a toxic mindset to have, of nobody cares. People do care. Not everyone may be commenting or messaging me, or I may not have gotten the amount of clicks that I wanted, or whatever it is. But that doesn't mean that there's not like one person who cared. And I have always said it, one person is enough for me. If I changed one person's day, it was enough. For anyone who is new and has been sticking around, for those of you who have been commenting on all of my vlogs, like I have been so far behind on vlogs, but for those of you who have watched all of my past vlogs and have still commented and still given me a thumbs up, Hannah, you're one of them. If you are one of those people, I want you to know you make a difference in my life. You help me in ways that you probably don't realize you do, and it's just so much more than the engagement and all of that stuff. Like, you make me continue being able to be a dreamer and believe in myself, and to think that I can actually do something that my heart really wants. And I thank you for that. I finished Jane the Virgin tonight and I'm so upset. Karen, KK Baby J, KK and Baby J, she talked about it, or I think Qua was like making fun of her because he's like, are you seriously watching that show again? She's like, it's so good. She's not lying. Like, it's so good. This is not gonna sound very nice, but I might have to do it. I have my business, and one thing that really puts me down is seeing how many there are now, because I started this when there was like none out there, and I'm not joking, none out there. And now I see all these other ones pop up. It's like every day I see a new one pop up, and which is great, that's fine. I know there can be a bajillion of them out there, but what ends up like irking me is like, if they post something that's something that like either I just discovered that I thought was like this great idea and they post about it, I'm like I just am constantly, it's like making me desperate to like find something different to like set me apart, and then I'll find it, and then I'll find someone else post about it, and then I'm like, oh my god. So I get discouraged when I see so many people doing what I have been doing, and it like just brings me back to like YouTube. I have this business that I was like one of the first people. I always like end up being like one of the first people to do something, and then all these other people hop on board and they get like really successful and this and that, but that doesn't take away my success. I always remember that does not take away my success. But then they will change the game and bring something different to the table that I don't provide, and then I'm like, oh crap, do I need to provide that in order to stay, you know, good at what I do? And then I'm like, no, don't do that. I'm gonna need to like unfollow certain accounts that I love these people, but the only reason why is because I feel like it brings me down, it brings me anxiety, it makes me feel like I'm not special anymore. And I feel like a lot of YouTube has done that to me. Like, it makes me feel like I'm not special anymore because so many people are coming into the game, and I don't know. I just want to be me, and I just want to do okay, and I want to throw being liked to the wind. Like, not everyone's gonna like me. You know what really got me? And this is like a really long segment, and I'm very sorry, but what really got me the other day was I follow Krista Horton. Who doesn't? Someone like just gave her a ton of hate for something. Like, they were saying how she was super privileged and this and that, and okay, whatever. But my first reaction was, oh my gosh, like just let people live. Like, yes, there's really, really bad things happening in the world, but it's like quit going to influencers and getting mad at them that all the evil's happening because they're not the reasons why it's happening. The way that she handled it was like she handled it so well, and she just like still continued to be her true authentic self. She recognized, okay, she may have offended some people by being privileged or whatever it may be, but she then continued to deliver the content that was true to her. And I'm not living my life for you. I'm not living my life for you. I want to own my life again. I want to take ownership of my life. I want to take ownership of my future. I want to take ownership of where I plan on going. And I don't want and don't need other people manipulating that or changing that. Today, Colton came out that he was gay, or it was either today or yesterday. He was on Good Morning America and came out that he was gay. And he ended up saying, he's like, I want to take ownership of my life again. Like, I want my life like he wants to own it. And I'm like, boy, I feel you. Like, that's how I feel. I need to claim my life back. I need to claim my confidence back. I was talking to one of my girlfriends, and like what she said just keeps playing in my head over and over and over and over, because she was saying, she was like how I was back in the day. Like, I knew her back in like school days. She was just like, you've always been someone who, you've just always been confident. And that's probably like the number one thing that so many people have always told me, is you're so confident. So when she was saying those things, I feel like that's not me now. Like, I hide from the camera, it seems. I'm not confident. I was like, well, why can't I be her though? Like, why can't I be that confident girl anymore? Why can't I be that girl anymore? And so it's like constantly playing in my head, and I'm like, oh, I just want to go back to being confident again. I want to go back to just feeling good in my own skin. That's enough rambling. I need to get to bed so that I can wake up early and get some editing done. Thank you for listening to my long TED Talk. I'm so excited to be able to deliver more to you guys. I had the best night with my parents tonight. It was like everything my heart needed. So like, my parents, you guys know, used to come over like at least once a week. I mean, at least once a week, and it stopped because of COVID. They hadn't been to my house in probably like 2 months, which is unheard of for us. And so yeah, it was just everything my heart needed. We had some dinner together, my kids played, and my kids are so obsessed with their grandparents that like, it just warms my heart to see that again. Anyway, thank you for being here, and I'll chat with y'all more. Good morning. It is Saturday, and I'm gonna try and get some vlogging done today. I woke up nice and early, got myself ready. I was like, we're gonna get DONUTS and coffee and just have a fun little chill day with the kids. And I was like gonna be all ready to do this, and then what happens? My daughter decides she's just not gonna wake up until it's already almost 10 and she's still sleeping. I've went in her room and tried to like make noise, and she'll just kind of like toss and turn a little bit and then just fall back asleep. She went to bed at our normal time last night. She just does this sometimes. My son used to do it too. If it's dark and gloomy out, they would sleep all day if you let them. I'm not even kidding. And I'm not the kind of person who wakes up a kid, but I am almost about to go in there just to get her, just so we can go get some donuts. I'm like hoping my son doesn't hear it. But anyway, yeah, so she's just in there tossing and turning and just having a great little time. This morning I ordered a little pool, and it's super cool because I have like a splash pad that like you hook up to the hose and like the water flies up, whatever. So we have like, I think we have 2 of them. We have them, which is really cool. But now someone wanted to send me a pool one. So it's the pool, and then you can inflate. I don't actually know how it's gonna work. I'll have to really look at that. I think there's like 2 options. You can, I don't know. Anyway, it looks like it's like a little splash pad and a pool all in one. So that was pretty cool. So I'm having that sent to me, and I'm really excited for that. But I don't get that, I think, until Monday. Oh my gosh, I forgot to talk about this here. So the last, I don't even know, like probably even almost a year, but especially the last so many months, I have been really down in the dumps as far as like my career, and with YouTube and influencing and content creation and my actual career, which I am a social media marketer. I have been one for about 10 years now. I don't ever talk about it on this personal platform, and I think it was because I didn't want other people knowing about that career venture, because I actually started it when it was brand new. I mean, nobody really did that. It was very weird. Like, when I would tell people what I did for a living, they all looked at me like I was crazy. Whereas now, if you tell people, they're like, wow, that's really cool. How did you get into it? Blah, blah, blah. So I never really talked about it then. I think I was either being selfish, I was being stingy, I was like keeping the goods all to myself. I don't know what it was, but I never talked about it on here. Everyone in my life knew I did it, but I never really talked about it on here. And I also didn't want to mix business with pleasure. YouTube was pleasure for me. But now I'm just like, let's just
let's just open up about what I do and what, I don't want this channel to be about that. I know a lot of channels are doing that. It's very successful having that type of channel. I don't want to do that. It's not in my like passion to like make that type of channel right now. Maybe later down the line, if you guys have any questions, you know, I'd be happy to do stuff like that. But honestly, as of now, it's just not really in my game plan. But moving on, that being said, I have just been like at a crossroads where I'm like, I just don't know what the next step needs to be. Like, there's something holding me back. There's something wearing me down. I'm getting onto Instagram, I'm getting online, and I'm seeing everyone's doing the same exact thing. Everyone's doing what I'm doing, and they're offering this service and they're offering this, and like they just started their businesses, which, hold on, I'll get into how I really feel about that in a second. But they will have just started their business and they're doing XXXXX, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like they're offering so many services that I am trained and skilled in doing, but I can't. I physically cannot, because right now I'm not trying to outsource. A lot of these agencies do. Right now I just don't really want that. I want to have the one-on-one with my clients. I want to be the main person who is delivering to my clients right now. And so anywho, all of these different agencies are popping up like left and right every single time I get on, and then a new influencer, a new YouTuber, a new person is like starting their channel and then all of a sudden becoming huge. And I was like, it was becoming overwhelming just seeing everyone just starting to come into the industries that I'm in, that I was like, I'm not gonna say we invented the wheel, but it's like I started my YouTube channel when people didn't even get paid. That was not even like, that wasn't even like an idea. And then it turned into you became a partner. When you became a partner, that was when you were like, you made it. But like now it's like everyone can do this type of stuff. And so it's like I got to enjoy the little milestones, whereas new YouTubers don't, but I got to enjoy all those little ones back in the day. Just seeing all these different like creators come onto this platform and different social media managers and all these different things like coming onto the platform, and people who I know in my everyday life starting to switch to this career, it was starting to become overwhelming, and I was finding myself just being like, wow. So then I kind of had to like backtrack and be like, girl, them coming up and giving all of these different services and them saying that they're an expert in this and that they are skilled in this and they're trained in that, you have 10, maybe 11 years under your belt. No one can replace those years. You started out when this wasn't even a thing. So you have something to be proud of, and you have something that makes you different, because that was something I was really having an issue with. I was like, well, what's gonna set me apart? How am I gonna be able to bring in more clients or make clients trust me when this person may offer an additional service? And it's not that I can't offer that service, it's that I don't have the time. I can't physically, there's not enough hours in the day to be able to offer these additional services. So anyways, it's me kind of taking a step back and realizing, girl, this is your business. This is what you do. This is what you've done the last 10 something years. You've been successful with it. You have worked with some of the top, most incredible brands in the world. You need to just start giving yourself some credit. And so I had that like epiphany. I had that like that huge weight lifted off my shoulders yesterday. Like ever since being able to like speak it into existence and opening up with you guys on Instagram and like saying how I've been feeling and talking about what I actually do, like giving more about me has lifted so much weight off my shoulders, and it has made me feel so much better. And I feel like I can actually be authentically me. And so I had a conversation with my husband about that too last night. I was like, you know, I really feel a good tug now. I feel inspired again. I feel a good tug to go back into content creation and to really put my best foot forward this time. I really feel it now. My kids are getting older. They're starting to be more independent. My daughter's sleeping in until 10 a.m. Oh goodness, it is 10. She probably is still sleeping unless I finally woke her up from talking. So I was like, I just feel like I'm finally getting to a place where I can really put my all, oh, she's like, I can put my all into my channel. And so he was just like, yeah, like do it. I want you to do it. I want to be able to be me. And another thing, a girl actually commented on my post this morning, and she was like, you know, there is an alignment issue with a lot of channels now, and I think it is mostly with us OG channels. It's very difficult for us to break the habits from the beginning. At the very beginning, everyone was very peppy, everything was very bright and cheerful, and you just were peppy, and you almost did bring on a different persona in front of the camera. I've never been a different person, but I become more peppy. Whereas if I don't want to be peppy, or I don't want to hold myself a certain way, I don't have to. And what happened is, like, we all were watching these videos, and so we all became like this robot and just behaved the same way, we filmed the same way, we acted the same way, we talked the same way. And I also had like realizations. My mom, when I would grow up, she would always tell me, you know, I was in acting and everything, and she would say, you know, if if you don't make it at this time, or you're not moving to LA at this time, or this gig didn't happen, she would always tell me it's because God doesn't believe that that's what you should have right now. And I was always like, yeah, okay, I get it. But I always lived by that, and I always remembered that. And so I see these channels that really blew up that started the same time as me, and not everyone, please do not say, I'm not saying everyone, but there's these channels that I'm sure you are subscribed to, or you watch, or you have in the past. A lot of these channels, I was friends with these girls and with these people, and I was good friends with them, and a lot of them moved to LA or already lived in LA, and they all became different people. And then this song came out where it was saying like she used to call her mom every Sunday, and now she lives in LA, and now she cares what people think about her. And I like it brought me to the realization of my mom was always right. I feel as though if I ever moved to LA and continued with that career, I would change as a person. And I'm not saying that I definitely would, and I'm not saying, I just believe that God has my best interests at heart, and that he knows what's best for me. And so I believe that he kind of kept different obstacles from me. It took me very long to build my YouTube channel. Of course, it's very small, but it's taken me a very long time, and I believe God has made it for a reason. And he needed me to be grown up. He needed me to have thick skin, because I used to be very, 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 very sensitive. And he just needed to help give me all of the different tools that I needed in order to be able to feel like I can go down this path now. And I truly believe that I'm able to put my best foot forward and do this. I've been able to edit a lot more. I've been able to film more, and I really want to sit down and be able to have like a real honest video with you guys. I want to film videos that are important to me and share all these fun things, and I want to vlog too, of course. But yeah, I just want to kind of open up about this stuff with you guys, because I want to give you me and tell you what's different about me, because I was trying to fit the mold all the time. I was like, okay, these girls are doing this, let's go do this. These girls are doing this, let's go do this. This is working for this girl. And it's like, no, why did I change into that girl? I was never that girl. I always did my own thing. I always worried and cared and thought my own way. And then all of a sudden I was like, well, these girls are getting really successful, so we got to do this, or we got to do this. And no, absolutely positively not. No, no, no. No, don't do it. Be yourself. So this is me. I'm very excited to be able to put my best foot forward now and be able to deliver content to you guys, and I'm happy. I feel like just the biggest weight lifted off my shoulder. I feel like all my insecurities are off my shoulder, and they're not what's holding me back anymore. It almost felt like all the insecurities and the fear would just like push me back, and it's like, no. I have one life, and I'm seeing how quickly things are going, and I never want to look back on my life and say, what if? Why didn't you do this? Or what if? Or why didn't you put your best foot forward? Or why didn't you just put your all into it? And I want to be able to be proud of myself and know I did everything possible. So here I am. I am a content creator. I'm a social media something. People like to say they're experts now. I don't know that I like that word, because I feel like you're never going to be a full expert in social media. So I don't like that word, but I am social media person. Guru. I don't even like that word. I'm social media marketer. I don't know what else to call me. I'm a content creator. I do social media. I do web design. I do web development. I do all of this fun stuff, and that is who I am. That's who I've been the last so many years, and I love it. And I'm also a performer. I'm never going to put that dream to rest. I think someday maybe I'll pick that back up again, but anyways. So I have the Pura Vida monthly subscription bracelets. I've had them for quite some time now. This was April's pack, these 3 minus the black one, but I actually didn't select this one. So the new thing that they do now is you have 2 packs that you can choose from. So I chose the other one, and they sent me this one. So all I did was contact them and let them know that they sent me the wrong pack, and they're actually sending me the right one now, which I think is weird, because there was months ago that they never sent me a pack at all. Maybe I emailed them too late in the month. Now that I think about it, they weren't able to send me the bracelets that they were supposed to send me. They weren't able to send to me anymore. So I had to pick other stuff. But I thought it was really interesting that they're willing to, they just needed me to show them a photo that they sent me this pack, and they sent me the new real ones that I had asked for. Anyways, I got this one, and I'm gonna have both of them this month. I really love this one. I'm glad I ended up with this one. So whenever I get the donuts, he's always like, can I see? Mommy, let me see. It's like he doesn't believe me or something. It's so cute. And then it was so funny. I asked him if he wanted to bring his iPad in the car. Yeah, I asked him if he wanted to bring it in the car, and he goes, Mommy, have you seen, and he calls it Baby Shark because that's what he used to always watch on it. That's all he watched on it. So we always called it Baby Shark, or that's what he always called it. So anyways, he goes, Mommy, have you seen Baby Shark? And I was just like, no. He goes, Mommy, have you seen Baby Shark? I looked at my hands and it wasn't there. Kids are just like the best things in the whole world. They're so funny. Let me know, when you go through the drive-thru, do you wear a mask? I think I've asked you guys that 100 times. It doesn't matter one way or another how you answer that. I wear it, and I hope they don't think I wear it because I'm afraid of their germs. I wear it because I don't want to transfer germs to them. So I don't know if they think of it that way, because most people, when it, oh, is that a rainbow I thought I just saw? No. When most people think of this whole mask situation, they're always like, oh, the masks are to protect yourself, but it's not. It's to protect other people. It's so you cough and sneeze and talk into your mask, and it stops the particles from spreading. So that's what the point of the mask is. So I hope I don't offend them thinking I'm worried about them. I'm doing it to be nice to them. And if you guys are stuck wearing a mask all day, I can wear a mask for a millisecond for you guys to show some sort of respect. I don't know. I think I'm just kind of like at a place where it's like, whether or not you like this and you agree with the mask, you don't agree with the mask, at the end of the day, this is an opportunity to be able to show respect and kindness and unity to people. So me wearing a mask for a second to just show that I appreciate you wearing a mask and I appreciate what you're doing, that's more so what I do it for. I want to show you I appreciate what you're doing, and I can be just like you and offer the same respect. I know a lot of people don't see it that way, but that's how I see it. It's just respect right now. Are you entertaining them now? Good morning! We got our TV mounted last night. I've got a whole thing to talk about with that. Weeks ago, we hired Geek Squad to mount all of our TVs. Well, we didn't have one of the TVs here, so we had to wait and have our TV delivered before we could have this one mounted. So anyways, they were supposed to come, I think it was like 2 weeks later. They came for a second appointment, or they never showed. They never ever came. This was last Friday. Never showed up, never called, never got anything from them. So we rescheduled to yesterday, and they were supposed to come between 7 and 1. They were supposed to come between 7 and 1 the first time as well. They were supposed to come between 7 and 1 yesterday. They called, texted, let us know they were gonna be late. So we were under the impression we were still getting Geek Squad though, because we had specifically asked for Geek Squad. Well, guess what? We didn't get Geek Squad. After we had someone not show up, we called and we complained to Best Buy about it, like, hey, this guy didn't show up, you need to squeeze us in for an appointment, you know, as soon as possible, and it needs to be with the Geek Squad. We do not want third party, it needs to be Geek Squad. And we knew we could do that because our first appointment, we were able to do that. We made our first appointment in store though, so maybe that makes a huge difference, because it was a seamless, beautiful, wonderful experience the first time. We specifically asked for Geek Squad though. That's what we wanted, that's what we paid for. If we wanted Joe Schmo, we would have just hired Joe Schmo. It was just contractors. It was not actual Geek Squad that came yesterday. Fine, they came. We were scheduled between 7 and 1 for them to be there. They didn't come until 6:45 last night, which was fine though. They were communicating that with us, and that's why we were okay with it. We didn't complain again, we didn't cancel, whatever. And so then when we complained that one time, we called to complain. We had called 4 times that day. Called and complained. They're like, okay, we understand, we're so sorry. Why don't you send us an email at? We're like, okay, whatever. So we send an email at. I kid you not, the email just simply said, please give us a call at the same number we had just called. This is how their customer service is. We talked to customer service. We said we want a Geek Squad employee to come to our house to fix everything or to mount the TV. It wasn't Geek Squad, it was a contractor. Again, the contractors were very, very nice. The only problem we have with that is that their quality was a little bit different than Geek Squad. Geek Squad came in with gloves, with masks, with shoe covers on. They were just put together, uniform, everything. It made a difference. And honestly, those little things make a huge difference. And so these guys didn't have that, but did they do the work? They did the work, they did great, whatever. But overall, the TV is mounted. So I was just on Instagram just now and I was talking about it. Every time I talk and complain about stuff like this, I feel like people and artists and content creators have to dilute how they feel about things, because in today's time, society is so quick to dissect everything that you say. I work really hard for my money, so how I spend it is our choice, and if we spend it on something and they're not delivering what we paid for, we have every right to complain. There's so many people who just like want to harp and like gossip on other people, and it's like, does that make you better talking crap about someone? Does that make you better?
I'm going to get a little bit of vlogging in today. I have not vlogged at all, I'm telling you, in like the last so many months. I just haven't been in it. YouTube is not the place it used to be, but I'm hoping to make a different use for it. It used to be a place where I felt like I was safe and like could talk about different things without being judged or ridiculed or having people fine-tooth comb everything, and then it just turned into a place where that's all people did. And so I just haven't found that spark in wanting to vlog, but I feel like now I'm
at a place where I'm ready to again. So I'm gonna get some vlogging in again. I have been doing a lot of Instagram stories, which I've talked about for months. I was really not feeling it for a while on YouTube, and now I'm back at it. I am trying to change things up. I'm finding myself constantly different times of day being anxious. I get anxious during certain times of day. I feel lack of motivation during certain times of day. So I'm trying to like combat that. And I'm always trying to say, oh, it'll get better when really I need to make it work now, and then hopefully this win will happen later. She's just dancing to her toy. I feel very, very motivated and very inspired for my social media journey, my YouTube journey. I feel very inspired again, so that's good. That's like the first step to getting things going again. I'm catching up really, really quickly on my vlogs. Right now I'm working on, I think it's like January 9th or 10th or something like that. It's April, it's almost May, but still I did not vlog a lot, so we're gonna catch up pretty quickly. These last so many months I just haven't felt like vlogging, and there just really hasn't been much to talk about. I need to get out of my head that nobody cares. The other thing is, like, I have a lot of YouTube friends who are very big on YouTube and who are just so kind and just so loving towards me, and whenever they are loving towards me, it's like I do get like the fangirl feeling, but like whenever they are loving towards me, I almost feel like, well, why? Like I don't deserve their love, and that's really sad. So I want to get out of that mindset again, and I want to feel good about myself again, and I want to feel like I'm bringing value to this platform. I have so much knowledge that I really do want to pour out to you guys, and my channel grew a lot when I was sharing things that I really loved. I loved tech products, I loved accessories, and I was sharing all that back in the day, and that's when this channel blew up, or got to at least where it is now. So it's like I want to get back to sharing my new passions, like what I'm really into now. It's going to evolve. It started out as a beauty channel, it started out as like an acting channel, and it just evolved with time into now a mommy channel. That's mostly what this is now, mommy vlog channel. I'm kind of getting a lot off my chest right now. I just feel very inspired again, and I'm very happy, and I feel like I'm in a really good place to start getting this ball going. And yeah, I'm working on not making excuses anymore. I always seem to have an excuse as to why I haven't caught up, why I'm behind. I don't want to do that anymore. Oh, by the way, these, okay. I shared these on Instagram. These I got at TJ Maxx. So these nails are from the brand Skinny Dip. They are a shape I never in my wildest dreams would have assumed I would ever rock. I don't love the shape. I wish they weren't this shape, but I'm leaving them because I like the length, and they actually do look pretty good. I know it's not for everyone though, but I kind of like the way they look, so I'm keeping them that way. Yeah, see, this is where I have trouble. It's like I want to get things done for myself, but then I don't do well getting interrupted. I don't know why, but I guess I gotta work on that because I don't have a choice. I'm gonna continue getting interrupted. I don't even know what all I'm wanting to say, but I gotta get back to editing. I just gotta do it.
Hello, y'all. We are gonna be here a while. I'm getting some donuts for the kids. This weekend was my daughter's birthday. Nice and sun-kissed. This weekend was my daughter's birthday. It was nice. We had a really great day on her birthday. I'm very thankful for that. Things kind of got screwy the day after, which was very disappointing. Putting that behind me, we are at Dunkin' getting some donuts. We're gonna have a good day today. Kids requested, well, my son requested donuts for breakfast, so you know I'm not gonna turn that down. This week I want to focus on getting my last caught up vlogs up. I have one, for whatever reason, is uploaded and ready to go, but for whatever reason I haven't published it. I just keep forgetting, and it's just been a busy week. So anyway, I've kind of been in like a really funky headspace today, but we're gonna have a good day. I'm definitely not gonna stay in this headspace. I refuse to nurture the headspace that I'm in. So for her birthday on Friday night, we had her grandparents over and had some yummy food. We ordered Carrabba's and just like had a really good time with the grandparents. It was a really awesome day. And then yesterday we went to the beach and things got messy. And so we went to the beach and we celebrated my girl. She had an awesome time. She was very into mommy yesterday. I think it was like a mixture of the tide was extremely high, and it's never that high. So we're hoping to do a repeat and have a less messy day because I think she was sad because it was constant water, whereas last time at the beach, she enjoyed playing in the sand, and there really wasn't much of a sand option yesterday. So it just happened to be like a bad weather type of day. We're gonna get some donuts, have a good day, and I got burnt. But I'm okay when I have burnt. Like, whether it's tan or burn, I'm okay with it because it's some sort of color. Cheesy. Cheesy macaroni. Hello, I am off to my P.O. box. I have something that was sent to me from Sashka and Co. I'll have it right here. I'm sorry, I am like drawing a blank. I have been following them for an extremely long time. They reached out asking if I wanted to like work with them, and I'm like, yeah. I've been in this weird lifestyle. It's not even just been like a funk. It's been a very odd lifestyle where I feel like I have to be glued at home. I feel like I'm not allowed to leave the house unless I'm leaving the house as a family. I've gotten into this lifestyle of just thinking that's how things need to be. And thankfully, as my daughter has gotten older, I kind of woken up and realized like I don't have to be glued to my kids 24/7. So I'm really pulling myself out of it, and it's nice because I really didn't pull myself out of it with my son. I don't think ever. I think, this was another weird thing I was thinking about. In 1 month from now, I would have been pregnant with my daughter, like my son. Okay, so my son was 13 months when I was pregnant with my daughter, and my daughter will be 13 months in a couple weeks. Well, I guess 3 or 4 weeks. So that's wild to think about. I can't even imagine being pregnant already. Yesterday was Mother's Day. I got this really beautiful bracelet. I'll show it probably like on Instagram and stuff too. The top one on my David Yurman. I got it for Mother's Day, and my daughter got a matching one. So that's something I've always wanted. It's something I've always dreamed of, having a daughter to not only be able to match, but just to have like to buy her accessories and share my jewelry with. And I've always wanted a daughter. Got it. Got the bracelet. Super gorgeous. I will leave the link to their site down in the description. By the way, these nails I put on 2 weeks and a day ago. The only thing that's messing up on them is some of the paint is coming off because I use nail polish remover to reapply them. Like if they fall off, I'll use nail polish remover on like my nail, and then I'll reapply with glue. And I guess sometimes I accidentally hit the nail and it started like peeling the color off.
Hello, hi guys. So it is now May 10th or 11th, I think, and I am feeling all kinds of good. I have felt very good, very motivated the last couple of days, and it has really helped in so many different ways. I bought this phone charm from Etsy. This Etsy seller just does them like custom pretty much. So I really liked how beachy this one looked. It had like the shell, the starfish, and then you can put like your name or whatever on it, but I just wanted the letter C because I didn't really want a full name on it. Couldn't think of anything. You put like, you literally could just customize it however you wanted, but that's what I did. And come to find out, I was their first, I guess, customer on it. I've been feeling very motivated and very excited about my channel again, which I feel was like step one in order to getting back onto the platform. So I am feeling excited again. Trying to run your business and watch kids is one of the hardest things in the entire world. I swear it's really difficult, but I'm trying to figure out a way to make it happen. I feel as though it's like I know so badly what I want. I want to be doing the content creation. I'm wanting to share all the creative things that I have in my head all the time. You guys, we did it. We caught up. I am completely caught up on my vlogs and I'm freaking out now. I literally cannot believe I finally caught up on these vlogs. So now I feel so much better. I am ready to start doing sit-down videos, delivering content you guys want to see. I hope you're just as excited about it as I am. Let me know down below what you want to see. I am taking requests now. I will do requests first before I start doing other video ideas. Let me know what you want to see. I cannot believe I finally caught us up. I am gonna be totally like raw with you. I had like a moment a couple weeks ago where I was like, let's go. Like, let's do this. Let's finally pour your heart into your channel again, and let's finally just do this. I'm so done deluding myself and trying to pretend I'm not this weirdo that I am. I just want to be me, and I just want to feel comfortable being that way. And if you don't like it or you don't want to be on the journey, it feels so good just letting those people go. I'm not going to hold myself back anymore from doing what I want to do, and I hope that inspires everybody else to do the same. Leave your requests down below, because guess what? I can finally start doing them.
so excited. So yes, leave your request down below. It can be anything, motherhood, nursing, breastfeeding, anything that you've been wanting to see. Tech videos, I want to pick those back up again. Anyway, thank you for being patient. I know this vlog was extremely long, I know, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're just as excited about this as I am. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you, we did it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.